All right, I'm going to try to plot out this piece. The problem with doing something that really should be a painting is you're doing it in bronze, and you got to figure out how to sculpt it in a way that it doesn't get so heavy and so big that it takes over a living room. I don't know, just that's what I'm dealing with in my brain right now. I know that, well, I'll be right back. The artist that gave me the inspiration that got this started was Don Old, and I'll show you a couple of his paintings here. This is the painting that gave me the idea, or at least got my imagination going. And he's an incredible artist here from Montana, and his name just slipped away from my brain, and a friend of mine reminded me who he was. Before I can do the rock, I need to work out the figure of the mountain man hiding behind it. And I got to reduce the length between the rib cage and the hip. I'm trying to think how to do this. There's a lot of silent thinking and not a lot of verbal thinking going on here. He's going to be holding his rifle, which will be on across his lap. I just got to figure out which way I'm going to have his head turned, maybe like that. All right, what I came up with was a little bit of a jury rig here. I took a thick piece of aluminum wire, which is strong enough to hold up the figure, and I drilled a hole behind the holes for the spine that goes into the foam thorax, and I drilled a hole and put some glue in it, some Elmer's glue, and then I took this thick wire, which I drilled a hole and put into the board so it would hold it up, and then pushed it up into the thorax. And I'm going to let the glue harden, and so now it's just a matter of arranging his body. There's no guarantee this whole design is going to work. I'm still skeptical about it, but I'm going to continue on. And if it gets to be too much of a monster of a piece, then I'll switch over to another subject. All right, I changed the direction of his head because in the bronze itself, all the action is going to be looking this way. And if I've got his head back this way, when you turn the bronze around and he's revealed, you're going to be looking at the back of his head instead of his face. So I want the face to show. I like his positioning. I like it a lot. Now I just got to build the rock up behind him. And I'm going to do that now with aluminum foil. It's going to take a lot of aluminum foil, so aluminum foil's cheap, a lot cheaper than clay is, so I'm going to use that to at least start building up. I'm doing it without a base because I'm trying to figure out how big of a base it needs to be on. I don't want to make a base so small that I have to constantly change the size of the base, and I want to get it right the first time. This is the rifle. I just attached a fondue stick to show you how I'm thinking the rifle's going to be. And going across his lap. Yeah, I think that's going to work out good. As you can see, I made an armature to hold him up. I got to be able to work on him. And that's why I attached him to this little piece of board. The whole thing is going to be on it's got to be a little higher and some height to the whole scene to make it work. I know that's hard for you to know what I'm talking about, and you'll see it as I work on it. I can see it in my brain, and it's, well, hard to pass that on. I'm going to go ahead and start doing the rock now. I don't know if I'm going to do that on camera because hearing aluminum foil crunch is really irritating on video. Or maybe I will, and I'll just take the sound down. I'm coming to the realization that this is going to be one big rock. I don't know. I might use a super pipe dream. It's going to have to be that tall. That's got to be 8.5 inches at least. Using those fondue sticks to hold it together is not a bad idea. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, he's completely hidden behind the rock. That may be all the bigger it needs to be. Can have her here. I've got to level off the rock a little bit so he can have some place where he can sit. Of course, I could do that with clay. I'm still liking the idea of the story behind this. The base would have to be at least a foot wide. By at least 20 inches long. Let's go see if I've got anything. All right, I found a good sized board. And I pushed his body back so he's leaning more back against the rock. I think this could work. And I raised her up. And I could have him sitting on this rock with his legs dangling down. All right, it's all mounted, except for the one figure that I need to do, and I'm going to have to make him out of my armature separately. I ran out of true form armatures for this piece. I've got her mounted, and I got her where she's going to be for now. So I'm going to probably have him sitting on the rock with his feet down here. Because if I have him sitting here, it's too close to her. And as you can see, the mountain man is sitting there. And this is why I had his face aimed this way, is because the direction of their faces is in this direction. So I think this is going to work out just fine. All right, that's going to be it for today. I'll pick this up next time. Good night, everybody. Have a great night, and I'll see you like I said, next time. I think this might work. We'll find out. The key is to make that look like a rock, and I don't know. That's going to be the next challenge. All right, everybody. Good night. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really would help me. Also, check out the link below this video. It will take you to a review of my 9 instructional videos that could be very helpful to you if you're thinking of sculpting. Good night, everybody.